We usually understand that Pinchas was rewarded the covenant of peace for his act of zealotry, but says the Chassam Sofer, wasn't it just a mitzvah? Not to minimize it, but we all do mitzvos. We have a home, we put a fence around it on the roof. We have a mezuzah, we need to put a mezuzah on our home. We wear tzitzis or tefillin, light Shabbos candles, bikur cholim, hachnasas orchim. These are all mitzvos. Do we receive a covenant of peace? Even if we do a public miracle, do we deserve a covenant of peace? Pinchas's actions were just following halacha, kanoyin pogenbo, when people are acting immorally in public. We have a responsibility to take matters into our own hand, to execute justice. Moshe forgot the halacha, but acknowledged that Pinchas was correct. For this he deserves a bris shalom. Suggests the Chassam Sofer that the reward of the bris shalom that Pinchas received was not for his act of zealotry, but for what transpired afterwards. If you recall, Pinchas was criticized. He was insulted, shamed, denigrated, called a murderer, called an idolater, all sorts of names. He could have defended himself. He could have stood up for himself and explained why he was morally correct. But shomem cherpasan ve'inan mashivin. He heard the criticisms, he didn't respond. He kept his head down and continued to serve Hashem. Kol ha'mavir al midosav ma'avirin lo kol peshav. Anyone who's able to overlook any personal slights is forgiven for all their sins. And not only that, says the Chassam Sofer, HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, Hinani nosein lo as brisi shalom, I'm giving you the bris shalom. As the Medrash says, bedinhu shiitos charo. This is halachically you're required to receive reward, not because of the act of zealotry. We all do mitzvos. But this was a mitzvah that I didn't control. On your own, someone attacked you and you responded by not responding. And that is one of the greatest mitzvahs a person can do. And therefore, I'm giving you the bris shalom. And we're told in Pirkei Avos, V'lo matzasi leguf tov ela shasika. There's nothing better for the body than silence. Nothing better for the body other than silence. It's because when a person is able to overlook the noise and the criticisms and remain quiet and remain centered and present, there's nothing better. You feel whole. You're comfortable where you are. You're not worried about the other people that are lobbing these insults. But it's not an easy thing to do. It's very difficult to stay quiet when we hear criticisms all around us about us. But I think it's helpful to remember that more often than not, when a person is criticized, the criticism is really not addressed to the person that they're speaking to, but rather there's something within them that caused them to get upset with you. And it's very much something within them that they're struggling with. And they're maybe projecting onto you, or maybe they're tired, or some other symptom that's happening in their life. And if you can remember that, it's easier to be shomim cherpasan ve'enam mashivim, to hear the slights. But don't worry about it, because it's not about you. More often than not, it's about them. Shamra nafshi ki chassid ani. I protect my soul because I am pious. Pshat in that pasuk perhaps is that I have the ability to respond, to protect my soul. But you know what? I don't do it because I'm pious, and I recognize that the greatest act, perhaps, is keeping quiet, putting my head down, doing what I need to do, ignoring the hate, ignoring the haters, and serving Hashem with all my heart and all my soul. And when we do that, we too will merit the bris shalom. Have a wonderful Shabbos.